Welcome to Bad Triple TV right about now. It's me, still after right here, ladies and gentlemen, and we are here to talk about some of the games that Arsenal played, and we want to see some of the key things that I have seen as Mr. Laughter in the game that Arsenal have actually played in the preseason. What are some of the new things that I see Mikel Arteta bringing in his game, and what are some of the key tactics and every single detail that I've seen and Arsenal were not doing actually last season. As you guys know, the season is about to kick off very soon. That is Saturday. Arsenal is going to play Wolverhampton at the Emirates, and my focus is just going to be on the two games that Arsenal played at the Emirates. The first one, which was Bayer Leverkusen, that is at the Emirates, they managed to win that 4-1. And the second game that they played today, that Olympic Lyonnais, that is the game that we're going really to focus on. We know Arsenal played so many games in the preseason. As you guys understand, the games that they played were very good in my view. As much as they lost against Liverpool, I felt like Arsenal still played their full game, and they it was a good performance. So looking at all the games Arsenal played from the beginning, that is from the beginning of the preseason, there's so many aspects of things that I've seen that I feel like if Arsenal continue with them, they're gonna have a very successful season. And yeah, let's go one by one to see the difference and some of the things that I've seen as Arsenal. Um, Supporter seeing Arsenal do it, and I feel like it's gonna be of a good gain to Arsenal in so many aspects of the game that we have nowadays. Now, the first one that I've noticed of the same that I've noticed really in two games, that is Bayer Leverkusen game and also the Lyon game, is that is long range shots. That is like games shooting outside of the box. I have seen something like that, which was not really an Arsenal aspect of play, because last season, if you see, Arsenal weren't really taking shots outside of the box that much. And one thing that I noticed in these two games, and even in the preseason along, I've seen Gabriel Issues trying to shoot from out. I've seen Declan Rice trying to shoot from out. I've seen Trossard shooting from outside of the box. So Odegaard also shooting from outside of the box. So that is one key thing that I've seen, which is going to be very important in the Arsenal game that's this coming season, because it is very important that if you play against teams that are like, I would say, having low block, you guys know, and you really have seen so many teams where they come and park the bus and they can't really allow you to penetrate through their defenses. I feel like Arsenal have really come up with a good strategy. As Mikel Arteta always says, he doesn't want to be predictable. So I've seen one thing that Arsenal have started really taking shots from outside of the box, which was never one thing that they used to do from last season, which is a very good thing that I've seen, because it's very important that Arsenal do that. Looking at the striking line as well, Arsenal are not having really good strikers, which is another point that we shall also talk about in the few minutes. But I have seen one thing, that is taking long range shots from outside of the box, which is very pivotal in any aspect of any team. As you guys understand, even Manchester City, you have the likes of Phil Foden, who can really shot from outside the box. Even De Bruyne can shoot from outside of the box. So it's very vital that Arsenal bring that into their game, which is very important. They didn't do that so much last season. So that is one, which is very important that I've seen. If Arsenal can do that for the entire season, I'm very sure we're not even going to worry about the strikers that we have. We're not even going to worry about the teams that come in in low blocks, or pack the bases that you can really penetrate in through the defense, because we know if you shoot from outside the box, you can get a deflection. You can even the keeper may not see the ball, so you have chances of scoring so many goals if you do that very well, which is very important. Arsenal have introduced that into their game. Now, another thing that I've seen, that is number two, is Arsenal really I've seen that there's a difference between their game, that is in the crosses that they really give. Now, last season, Arsenal did have crosses, with the exception that they didn't really have good quality crosses from the left hand side and also from the right hand side. Now today in the game that I've seen with Lyon, Arsenal had about 3 or 4 good crosses from this main man, that is Zini. Zinchenko gave really good crosses, and also those crosses were really good. That, but one was actually given to Bukayo Saka, which he headed across the goal. It should have been a goal, but he didn't really score. But I've seen that Arsenal are really bringing in crosses and trying to stay at the back of the post. It's like the wingers are supposed to stay far apart, such that if the left hand side crosses, they will actually have that ability to attack the ball in the right way. So I've seen that difference. Last season we had crosses, but the wingers are now giving crosses. The left back are also giving crosses. Right backs are giving crosses, which is very good ability that we are seeing different from last season. Last season we saw that the only crosses that really were of quality, that was from Ben White. Ben White gave some crosses, and Arsenal scored a lot of goals from it. But this season, I'm really sure that if Mikel Arteta continues with that tactics that I've seen in the last 2 games, where Zini comes in and gives good crosses far away to the back of the goalpost, it's gonna help Arsenal in so many ways, and really involving the wing backs and also the left backs and right backs, players, to really attack the ball and give those quality crosses in the boxes is going to be very pivotal. So I've seen that this season, that is really tremendous. It's going to be very important in the game that Arsenal will continue playing. And it's one positive thing that I've seen. Now, the next thing that we're going to go into, that is also the set pieces. Last season, we know for sure that set pieces was a very important role. I mean, played a very important role in Arsenal game, which is the reason why their defense was ruled so very important in defending the corners and free kicks and stuff like that. Today we have seen that Arsenal scored even the 2 goals from set pieces, that was in the corner kick, and Declan Rice perfectly, instead of, they have changed their ability of like really passing the ball. We used to see Declan Rice give the ball outside of a little, and maybe, I mean, pass the ball outside to the inside, outside of the box of 16. But I've seen today, as Declan Rice takes the corner kick, he takes it almost to the back of the post, the same way where Zini was also doing that crosses. So you can see that they have changed their style a little bit when they take their corners. They try to control the players, the opponent, from really attacking them. Their players coming from whichever side, but what they really do good is to pass the ball all the way to the back of the pole, and really someone can attack in where, that's where they got the 2 goals from today, which was very crucial. I know set pieces have been a very good aspect of Arsenal, and it wins you games sometimes when you don't really have good strikers the way Arsenal is having. I'm really sure the set pieces is going to be very pivotal in Arsenal pursuit of the Premier League this season, which is one thing that I noticed is going to be very important. Now, the next things that I've seen also in the box, I feel like, yeah, it's going to be very important in Arsenal. I've seen the last 2 games, Arsenal have really improved on like getting hold of the teams, like changing shapes and formations in the midfield whenever they have the ball and without the ball, and also really going to pass so fast. They're not like playing so slow that you feel bored to watch. It was electric today, and the last 2 games, Arsenal were really attacking, and they were really going forward and really attacking their opponent so that they don't get out of their box, like using a lot of energy really to stop and really bring their game to the level where you can see for sure that they're really improving and really counteracting the attack of the other opponent. So you have seen that Odegaard starts the pressing with, I'm saying the pressing that I've seen with the quality of the energy that I've seen is really beyond what I think Arsenal might have done last season, because I know it's still the start of the season, and the energy is still high and everyone is still on top of their game. They want the manager to choose them to play, but I've seen that energy. I feel like they're more organized in their press, and they're more organized in also in the midfield and changing shapes whenever possible, when they have the ball or they don't have the ball. Without or with the ball, they still really try to keep their formation. So basically those are some of the few things that I've seen. And in the game today, guys, I feel like my man of the match was Odegaard. Odegaard played so well. Much as he didn't score, he was really linking up play so well, and every single ball he was really on it. Don't forget about Zini as well. He played so well today. I don't know whether bringing Calafiori in really made him to step up his game, because he know for sure that if he doesn't play well, he's gonna be off the radar. So it's a good thing that we have competition now in the left back, and Zini is stepping up his game, which is very important. And also the biggest part of the game that we had was also Calafiori joining in the second half and playing so well. And yeah, I've seen he's really good. He's like an attacker, some kind of like the way Zini plays. So you can see exactly how Mikel Arteta really loves those kind of defenders, where they to go in a little bit, support the midfield, and still defend and also play. He's quick, he's electric, he's tall, and it's going to be a good support to the defense and also to attacking medium that I see at Arsenal. So, any little thing that you have seen that I have not seen, let me know in the comment, and subscribe to the channel, guys, if you have not subscribed yet, and be a part of a wonderful session as we look at all the games at Arsenal will be having in the subsequent season that is really very soon. That is next Saturday, and yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel, and one love. See you again in the next video.